consultancy in GST filing and assessments of stock audits, and various banks, panel members of various banks also. He's a good friend of mine also. And from the day one of my practice, starting of my career. And we are very warm welcome to you, sir, to take the session. Now is the session is yours. With this brief introduction, I am handing the task to the today resource person.
Good afternoon, friends. I am Manish Jain, Vijayawada, practicing from last 14 years in Vijayawada. Today, my topic, almost all the details has been taken by Narendra Garu in the morning session. But my work, I have to do it. So today, and it is very tedious work. But nowadays, filing GST return using offline tools, it is better to go with the offline, with the online tools. And in most of the cases, Tally is a better option for going for online filing. Now coming to GST filing. GST filing is very simple way to file the return. By just press enter key, you will file the return. But main what we require is base to the GST return. How should we create the base for GST? So with that, we start our session. Now we have to know that basic Tally to file the return with Tally, there must be clarity of data. What we are going to file the return in, what way we have to file the return. While creating the database, we should see what requirement we require for GST filing, like HSN code, what goods we are selling, what are the services we are taking from outside persons, what we are going to provide services, whether we are providing any services or whether we are only a good related organization, like that. So the basic steps towards efficient GST filing is accurate Tally data. The more accurate and synthetic data, the more simplified GST return. Basic knowledge of accounting. Most of the filings nowadays are done just computer. It is automatically taking, so people are not learning what is the basic of data accounting. In that way, we are losing a lot of the time in making GST returns filing. So to make it simple, first we have to know that what are the basics of accounting, right? Maintaining clean and clear data. From the start of our business, we should maintain the clean and clear data of what GST requires, not what we have to give to GST. First, make it clear what GST requires, what are their constraints, what we have to follow. Okay. So first, ledger creation. Company creation, we all know. While creating the company, you should select the state and everything which Narendra Garu has already informed. So first, ledger creation. In ledger creations, there are two parts. While creating ledger, we have to see that whether we are giving any, we have to set GST principles. How to, let's say in some business only we are having only one purchase and one type of sale, that is interstate. We are not intrastate or state sales only, and interstate purchase only. In most of the business, they get stock from goods from out of the state, and they provide many services. They take courier services, like that also. Okay. So while creating ledger, first we have to see what group we have to create, like purchase groups, sale groups. In that group we can again make sub ledgers like sale ledgers, purchase ledger, sale B2B, purchase B2B, purchase B2C, composite purchases are there, composition dealers we can make. So in that way, we have to make all the ledgers and main group. To create the ledgers, go to Tally, gateway of Tally, account in that ledgers. If you want to create single ledger, you can go by that way. If you want to create a group, you can go by that way. Okay. The name should not be duplicate. If you in GST returns, if you make any duplicate names, it will not take in any GST return filing and it will show error. So while making the names, you must particularly see that no same ledger has been created again and again. Selection of group category. While making the ledger, we should select proper group. Under which group we have to make that under which group we have to make that sub ledger. Okay. Next, opening balances. When we are starting a business, there will be no opening balances, and when there opening balances in other businesses or continuation business, there will be only of balance sheet items, no sale items and everything. There will not be any opening balances. Next, inventory vouchers. In inventory vouchers, we have to give units, where how we are carrying on our business. In cycles, supposing we are taking cycle business, it will be of numbers, how many count numbers we are having. Right, in gold, it will be of grams. How many grams we have to show, whether we have to show in grams or kgs or anything like that. Suppose in my example, it is a gold jewelry business. In that, while creating the ledger of any inventory, you should give the consent whether it will affect the inventory or not. While we are purchasing, it should affect the while we are entering the entry in ledger, it should affect the inventory automatically. And while we are selling, in that time also it should affect the inventory automatically. So while creating the inventory ledgers, you have to give there whether it will affect our ledgers or not. While we are entering any sale, purchase, debit note, credit note, goods return, everything, it should affect there. Okay. As per GST norms, we should maintain stock details regularly, because as per latest filing, we have to give, even in 99C, we have to give HSN code summary. So in coming days, every even retail person has to maintain stock details compulsory. After creating appropriate ledgers and stock rows, now we are set to pass necessary entries in our business in Tally. Mostly in all business, common entries will be purchase returns, sale returns. If any advance we get, advance entries. If we pay any advance payments, and likewise. Okay, for all those you have to create proper groups. GST filing of return is very easy, but making the groups, it shows your talent. And it is also in automatic way, you can create all the groups, so that you just enter the name of the party and what are the amount you are selling and quantity. It will give all the details of how much tax, what is the round of, how it will round of the bill, like that. And this example, this is how the purchase. Now we are on way to go purchase entry. Okay, so while making a purchase entry, you must enter the compulsory what is the purchase number, invoice number. In future coming days, it will again, like in VAT era, we have to match what are the purchases and what we have uploaded. Same in GST, while we are filing 2A returns, now it is not possible. It is right now, it is not there such returns, but it might come. So whatever purchase invoice the company purchase invoice which we have got, same details you must enter here, not our numbering, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Opposite person what purchase invoice he is giving, the same details you must enter here. Okay. In my example, supplier invoice number, date, party name, we have already created. In that party name, if you don't write GST number at the time of creation of ledger, while filing GSTR1, you will not get B2B details. You will get only B2C details. Only if it is registered dealer, then only it will take to B2B. Okay. And amount, how many grams we have purchased, this my entry, it will affect all the inventories. How many grams we have purchased, rate of gram, and even rate of grams we can fix. What is the rate of grams and what is the average? In gold business, we have to take weighted average method, most of the cases. So it will affect the and rounding off figure, how it is, at what point we have to round off nearest to 1 rupee. Okay. Next. So GSTR1 is an official document which every registered dealer has to file. Mirandar file chestuna all are articles. All anyone has filed GSTR1 return till now? Oh, okay. So GSTR1, GSTR3B, GSTR2A, these all the returns of GSTs. And it is in coming future, you are completing your CI. When you will complete, it is the main source of our profession. So I hope you will know the GSTR returns in better way. Okay. Now we go for GSTR returns. GSTR returns can be filed monthly or on quarterly basis. Okay. Most of the dealers, they file the returns in monthly basis only. They don't go for quarterly base, because in quarterly way, you have to file the return quarterly, but payment on monthly basis, PMT 06. And but what will happen is, when we are making any sale, opposite person is filing monthly returns, and when we are filing on quarterly basis, then there will be a mismatch in 2A. So most of the persons, they try to file return in monthly basis only. They don't go for quarterly basis. Okay. So we are today only going for monthly return basis. What are the fields to be filled, and how we have to check whether it is matching with GST return on site or not. So following people have not required to file GST1 returns. Who are not required to file GST1? Composition dealers, non-resident taxpayer, supplier of online information and database access, supplier of literal services, taxpayer liable to collect TCS, input service distributors, taxpayer liable to deduct TDS. These all people no need to require file GSTR1. Who are required to file GSTR? This turnover figure you leave it. At present, it is 1.5 to 5 crores who can file monthly, quarterly returns. Or above 5 crores, you have to file monthly return. It is compulsory. In that way also, when suppose a business started with filing return with quarterly basis, suppose its turnover process 5 crores, then from the next month, you have to file with monthly basis. That is for compulsory. Okay. So how to file the GSTR1 report? This is the GSTR1 format. And this is the same copy of what we are having in GST portal. So how to look at GSTR? One details whether we have filed correctly or not, and whether it is correct return we have prepared correct or not. So gateway, tally, statutory report, GST reports. In that you will find GST reports all formats. GST1, 2A, 3B. These all formats will be there in statutory reports. The report display of data of month or quarter depending upon what the way we are choosing to file the GSTR1. If this format is not available, you can press Alt B to get this format. If not, it will come in horizontal format. Whatever format it is, no problem. Again, for a GSTR1 summary, you can find the summary in same way in Tally. For most of the business house, before they used to find accountants to file the GST returns, but now after Tally updation and Tally coordination with GST departments and whatever we say, and many software are not even in Tally. Most of the softwares are now working with GST to get it is like a mobile phone, like app. Just you can be anywhere, just your person, you can just get the figures, collect from your office and file the return. Coming days, it might be like we are filing on an app by mobile. So it is very simple nowadays to file GST returns. Before we have to find an accountant, he has to give us time. Now what are most of the business houses doing? They are making their kids to learn Tally. They are sending their people to learn, paying a lot of money to learn Tally so that they will not have to wait for anything. Because GST department never waits for anyone. They have due date. You have to file within due date. If you not even file within due date, other person you have to pay liability to him nowadays. They are charging interest. If you file GST1 late, they will charge interest for 1 month. They will not even pay the next bill till you clear that due. So GST and income tax is very different portal. GST runs on time basis. You have to file within time so that other party will not get any problem of not filing the returns. And that too, main GSTR1. If you are not filing GSTR1, they will not get input, first thing. And second, you will get a penalty notice, and also he will get a penalty notice whether we are genuine or not, one who is selling the product. So GSTR filing is very important on a whole GST Act. GSTR1 return is main. GSTR 3B is only payment return. It doesn't matter whether you file late or not. But nowadays they are charging for that. We have to pay interest and penalty for not filing the returns. Present GSTR1, if you not file in time, for that also they are giving the notices and you have to pay the penalty. There is no exemption from that penalty. Okay. So in GSTR1, in how many ways we can file GSTR1 from the Tally software? One CVC for CSV delimit. What this does is it breaks all the data in single file, is single units. Let's say B2B, B2C, B2CS, CDNR, CNR, all the 15-16 sheets will make. The two which we are applicable, that only will display. Rest all it will not display. And each sheet you have to go inside and upload it by offline tool of GST. So this is very tremendous work. Because every sheet you have to upload, again you have to come back, again you have to go for offline tool, again that you have to upload in GST site, in offline portal, and again every sheet, suppose we are having only 1-2 sheets, is not a big deal. In big houses, big business house, they have every sheet from B2B to end exemption product document, they will have every sheet. So, and second one, Excel sheet. In this, it is a consolidate of CSV. Okay. For this also, it is offline tool. For this, you have to go to GST portal and again convert into JSON file, and then we have to upload it. Next, it is a JSON file. It is a direct uploading to GST portal. So best option is JSON file. You will also know the error, what are the errors. But if you are having any doubt and want to know what are the errors, then you can go by Excel sheet, because in offline tool it will give us what are the errors of what are the errors we are generating. Okay. To file the GST, how to create GST, you have to go to export. In that you will find all these columns, whether it's CSV, Excel, JSON file and all. Suppose we are going for e-invoicing. Nowadays, 5 crores above, you have to go for e-invoicing. As Narendra Garu has told that e-invoicing is only in Prime. At present, it is in Prime, Tally Prime. So if you go for Tally Prime, then CSV format will not be valid for uploading the returns. We have to go again in Tally Prime, and there we have to invoice. It will go to invoice portal, and then we can import directly from there. Okay. These are Excel filing. If you want to go to Excel filing, you have to select the Excel GSTR1 sheet, spreadsheet, and you can file the return in a GSTR offline tool. Import, and any errors are there, you must clear those errors. Again, generate the JSON file without error free. Even after creating the JSON file error free, on site it might show errors. That we'll discuss later on. Later on, we have to go to GST portal and file the returns, upload in offline tool manner, and upload the return. If it is error free, then it will say process. If not, then it will generate the error report. This is the GST side. In this way, all the columns will be filled. It is a offline tool, sorry, GST offline tool. In this, if it is error free, you will get the summary, and summary you have to generate the GST JSON file. If you go directly by Tally, you can generate JSON file and you can upload it by offline method. 3B. As of now, GSTR 3B new rules. What they are saying is you have to file return only by data imported from GSTR 1. If you alter even 1 rupee, it will show red mark. And also for input we are taking it before in our Tally, we can only compare the input by 3B, but we can't file the return. We can't change the input details. If you can change, but you will get notice why we have changed. Above 5%, you will get the notice of why there is a difference in GST input in our in GST side and in our Tally. For that, we have to give reply. Better option, you have to file return as per 2N, and March end you have to reconcile all the data, so that if any input is left behind, you can claim it and we can give reply to only one notice. If not, you have to give every month, every change it will be there. You have to give many reply to many notices. This is the 3B, the total 3B details. How it will be shown in, if we have every column, it will show in this way, 3B return. You have to compare. You can use it as a comparison with the GST portal. Okay. These are the errors. We will see later on. We'll go for live Tally use. Errors. This is the live data of one of my client. Okay. Okay, we will go with company information. This is the way we have to create total data of our company. Everything as per GST we have to enter, so that there will be no error regarding any details has been left over. Where is the shop, everything, and what way we have any security controls and all those. Okay. Now accounting information. These are groups. You have to create the groups. What are the groups we are required? These are the groups which my business entity has required. Bank accounts, bank OCC, bank OD, loans, miscellaneous expenses, provisions, purchase accounts, reserves and surplus, sales. Likewise, you have to create the account. Before filing any return or anything, if we are making any data, we have to know the profile of the business, what they are requirement, so that we can make only minimum accounts and do our work properly. If not, we will make many accounts. You will get confused in which subhead it should go. Okay. Next, ledgers. While creation of ledgers, we have to show here 1 minute. Whether it is a regular taxpayer, here it is in regular taxpayer or everything, we have to write the GST number compulsory. Whatever the GST number is there, if you write GST number, then only it will be valid. It will show in 2A returns. If not, it will show error. As of now, 2A returns are not mandatory to file, so there will be no big issue in that. But entering GST number, it will show how much we are getting. We are getting the input tax properly. Next, inventories. In stock wise, I am here only. I have entered only 2 stock: finished goods, raw material. This is the groups. Whenever I purchase any something, say gold, it is a raw material for me. So I'll enter that gold in a raw material. And when I'm selling any jewelry, it is a finished goods for me. So I am entering that products in finished goods. Okay. In that stock groups, we have stock items. In this, I have created 4 items: 24 karat gold, which is under raw material head; copper, which is under raw material head; job work, when we are sending for raw material for any job work; and last, the product we are selling, finished goods. It will be under finished goods. While creating the see this 24 karat gold under head raw material, grams. If suppose we are selling cycle and in a number items with any pieces, then we have to change the unit as number. GST applicable. Here we have to write yes. If we are not, it is not applicable, it will not applicable, it will change the whole scenario. If we write applicable, then only it will alter the stock, everything it will do. Here if you write yes, it will ask on value or on item. Everything is on value, but because we remove the discount, we'll give sometime discounts and all those, so it is on value. Okay. In a new version, we have to enter only IGST amount. What is the IGST rate of tax? Rest of all, whenever we'll type CGST, it will take automatically 50% of whatever IGST amount is there. In earlier version, we have to declare everything, like 18% is IGST, then we have to write in CGST 9%, SGST 9%. But now only we have to declare integrated tax, whichever rate is there applicable for that business. In this way, we have to create all the 3 ledgers: accounting vouchers and ledgers. Okay. Then accounting vouchers. In this purchase entry, I'll show purchase entry for now. This is a purchase entry. Invoice number. Our invoice number is 87. This is our invoice number. This is not related to their invoice. Supplier invoice number 75. On date which we have purchased, name of the party, purchase, and whatever detail which we have on invoice, we have to enter it clearly. Not even single rupee difference. Okay. In the same way, sales. This is the continuation invoice number. While entering sale, it will continuously take whatever invoice number we have set. Suppose in 2000 it is 21-22. It will next year 22-23. That we can give, but continuation of number it will be RJ 58. Next invoice number RJ 59. It must be in continuation only. Okay. And in the same way, these all the details, not for gold jewelry business, but other business, we have to give dispatch, where it is going to be, from where it is going to be dispatched. Dispatch details, lorry number, bill number, everything we have to enter. Why if we are going for e-way bill, in jewelry business there is no e-way bill concept, only on delivery challan. But when we go for any other materials like cycles, what we say, chairs and all those, we have to give e-way bill above 50,000. In that case, we have to give all this detail so that you can conveniently create e-way bill on e-way bill site. It will directly go to e-way bill site and you can just generate e-way bill without any difficulty. If you enter all the details here, it will directly go to e-waybill site. When if you have to activate that portal while setting on the company. Okay. Order details, who has given the order, mode of payment, everything we have to give. And GST number. This compulsory while creating the ledger, you have to give. Suppose you have forgot the GST number, you can write again, type here that GST number. But what will happen is at the time of creation of ledger, you might have selected consumer. So while generating GST 3B, it will go to B2CS rather than coming to B2B. So my suggestion is you all generate the ledger in a proper way. In that you have 4 columns, whether it is consumer, composite dealer, to whom you are selling. Yeah, B2B. Because B2B persons, they will not allow to even sleep at night. You cannot give them the credit what they have paid us. At night, who want to waste their nights, you have to compulsory while creation of data, you should look after them. Rest all they will not even ask you have entered or not. B2C person, no one will ask and come whether you have paid tax or not. But B2B people, they will compulsory ask you. Till night 12, they will not allow to sleep you. You can give automatic in this future, you can give automatic round off. While entering, it will take round off figure automatically. So this is the entry. Suppose I change here to 56. It will change all the details, 42 lakhs to 56. Now I type here IGST. Okay. It will not take amount. See, because CGST already it is there, enter. It will not go further because the party is CGST party. 37 code is of Andhra Pradesh, and we are Andhra Pradesh dealer and we are selling to Andhra Pradesh, so we can't charge IGST. So system itself will block us. We have not entered any GST amount, IGST amount, right? But while typing CGST, SGST, it will automatically calculate by its own how much is the tax portion. And round off figure. This also you can set the constraint that any rupee more than 50 paise, it should go to next rupee. So here it is 40 difference of 40 paise, it automatically take all the figures to round off. While creating the invoice portion, how to generate our invoice, we can make it. In this way, we have to create every month, we have to make entries and we have to create our database for GSTR1 filing. Okay. And where we can find GSTR1 filing is in display, statutory reports, and GST. Now VAT is not there, so VAT they may remove in future. Here it is GSTR1, 2, and 3B. And annual GSTR annual component, which GSTR9 and 9C. Okay. Now GSTR1. Our topic is GSTR1. If any error done in this return, it will mostly HSN code. You have to give all the details in HSN wise. I have already informed that while entering, while creating any database, you have to find out their HSN code properly. Now we are getting many notices. People are getting notices that they are giving wrong HSN code, due to which the tax rates got changed. So now department is giving notice why you have entered wrong GST and wrong HSN number. So you have to follow HSN number very correctly. Okay. While making a stock details, what are you purchasing, what are you selling? At that time, you have to look. Suppose he is giving 99 series HSN and we are showing stock sale. 99 series is for services. We can't give for stock. In initial period, many people has got that those in HSN numbers also. So many notices are due with department. They are slowly giving and they are making people to learn what is HSN, main importance of HSN. Okay. So HSN entry is very compulsory and in proper way. If you by chance you forget HSN summary here, it will take to B2C. Sorry, it will not show in HSN summary. But you can make correction by entering HSN. If it show in errors, it will show the error. In that you can change the HSN summary. You can write the HSN code and make it correct. Okay. Next come to B2. These are total invoices in that month. In that period, how many invoices I have declared? Suppose Feb month, total 53 invoices has been raised by me. In that, what are What are the main invoice important for GSTR1 is only two. Those are sale invoices. That's all. Rest all invoices are debit note, credit note. Sorry, not relevant is these are contra entry, which we withdraw from bank, inventory vouchers, non-GST implications like services oriented, anything we have got salary table and all those. Non-GST transactions. Okay. Composite dealers, which they get from composition dealers and all purchases. Suppose you have not entered any GST number, these 2% GST number we have not entered. Then in that case, it will show in errors. Again, we have to go back. You have to make that data correct. While entering GST number also, GST number, you have to make proper selection of client. Whether he is a customer, most of the persons are having, suppose my own firm, I am a GST, I am registered under GST, but my number is 99, service oriented. If I go for gold purchase, can I take the input of that? Okay, but my number is there, GST number is there, mine. Most of the people, they give GST number, but while creation of data, you have to mainly select whether I am a registered dealer, I am a consumer, whether I am having a GST number, it is different. But you have to, what is our business? In the same way, if we are purchasing any printer, computer item, then I have to give my GST number. For them, I might be consumer, but I am registered for them. In such a way, we have to create all our data depending on our business. Okay. These all in this entity is not there. B2C about 2 lakhs invoices. What are there? It will be large invoices. Next, small invoices, regular retail 500,000, 50,000, 1 lakh. Debit note, credit note for sale returns, purchase. If any in the credit note, while entering credit notes, you should not enter debit notes of opposite person. When they give us debit note, we should write credit note. Got it? When we are getting any credit note, we should give debit note. That we have to raise in our system. Then only we will get correct effect in GSTR1 regarding this. If you enter both, what the debit note they are giving and our credit note, then it will be 0. It will not show here any. It will show only error. And most of the time, GST we can't compare with GST code. GSTR1 we can't compare with GSTR1 portal because these are figures we have to enter. Even for 2 lakhs, you can type 2 crores. It will take. Tax burden we have to pay. Okay. So in debit note, credit note, it is a big issue in GST. Still, many people they enter both the details, credit note and debit note. And while filing the returns, they'll remove the debit note so that their figure will match with GST or 3B return. Export oriented returns, tax liability advances. This presently it is not there. Adjustment in advances. Nil rated invoices. This is for food grains, rice items, or they are all food exempted. Most of the 25 kgs, all bags, that all different section. This is HSN summary. While filing the return, you have to check whether our HSN summary and taxable returns, whatever GST is uploading, it should match with that HSN summary. Nowadays, we are getting notice for difference in HSN summary. Why there is a difference in a main return and HSN summary? So as of now, GST 99C filing, it has made compulsory to have your GST and HSN summary compulsory. If there is any mismatch, we have to report that. And we have to give auditor comment why there is a mismatch in that HSN summary. And last, document summary. I have issued only 2 documents, so it will take 2 documents. Okay. Now uploading of these GST returns. In export column, you can go here also. Export GSTR1. In this, three formats which I have already told: CSV, Excel, JSON file. CSV will create many files. If you press enter, see, like this. I am having only 3 details in my GSTR1 return. So it is showing only B2B, exempt, and HSN summary. You might ask, where is the document details? This is the big problem in the Tally. It is not importing document details properly. So while filing final GST return is very simple. You just note down in paper and you manually you do it. Okay. It is the CVS. If in this we have to go offline tool and upload each time you have to verify the return, generate a JSON file and upload in site. For every 3 files, you have to do the same procedure. Okay. Next, Excel sheet. In GSTR1 Excel sheet, it will export everything, whether we are having such columns or not. Even 0 figure columns, it will export you. See. Here B2B, I have 2 invoices. Okay. B2CS, large buyers, no one is there. Small, no one, credit note, debit note. But while taking Excel sheet, it will give all the sheets in there. It will not give what are we have entered. It will not show. It will show all the details. In this, we will get document. Not there. In Tally, this is main error. It is there. Okay. But HSN summary, it will come. This again, we have to go to offline tool and upload it in offline tool and then generate JSON file and file it in system. Next, JSON interchange. This will create direct JSON file. It will create direct JSON file. You should just go to site and upload in offline. In on site, there is an offline tool. In that you upload it, and if it is processed without any error, then your return is complete. But before filing return, you have to recheck whether all the columns which are available in our GSTR1 are they are fetched properly or not. Like document number. If you miss document number, that also will go. So now it is not a problem. But in future coming days, they might ask where are the missing invoices. They may call for scrutiny whether you have really shown that invoice or more than those invoices are there, are duplicate invoices regarding those invoices. Anything they may ask, because right now they are also in starting stage. They also want to check whether data is working properly or not. So they might come in. Before HSN summary was not mandatory, but now they are asking for even HSN summary compulsory. In coming days, document number also will be compulsory. Next, to GSTR2. These are the purchase details. Why this required is you can check with our offline tool while filing GSTR3B. In GSTR2A, whether these invoices we have got or not. Whether opposite person has uploaded these invoices or not. Suppose he has not uploaded. Any of the party has not uploaded in 2A. But in our system, it is there. If you try to alter the GSTR3B and take the input, it will show red mark. If you are correct, surely that party will respond to our notice. Then you can file the return with red mark, no problem. But you are having doubt whether that person, most of the cases, many of the old case, they have done many such things, not uploading the return in proper time. They might upload 6 months later, 7 months later. You must call those parties and inform that to file that GSTR1 in proper time, so that our inputs gets effect properly. Okay. Right now, this return is not compulsory. In future times, it might get compulsory to file the return. If this our invoice number and whatever we provided here regarding purchases and there what they uploaded, suppose they have uploaded 89 and we have shown here 98, then it will not take into consideration. They will stop that input. Present, we are taking what they are giving. In coming days, we also have to prove that the input which you have uploaded is ours. In many of the cases, they will go on shop, they are written many GST numbers. Suppose you are not having GST, you take the benefit, you can give any of the shop number, GST number, and they are uploading. And most of the people, without knowing, they are taking also input because they don't have time to check whether related to ours or not. Okay. So this return mainly useful for checking whether the input which has been uploaded, at least it is matched to our return. And at least we can sure that we have purchased from those parties only. It is not illegal way of taking any input. Even you are taking illegal way in 3B, suppose you are having only 1 lakh rupee. You are out of station, you can claim 3, showing 3 lakhs there. but 2 lakh is not our input. If you claim the 3 lakhs, then you will get notice for that. Okay. 3B. This is just comparison. We can compare with what is there in 3B online inside. If you compare and file the return, you will nowhere get error. So better while filing GSTR 3B, import the data from GSTR 1. There is option, it gets automatically imported. Just you have to check with our 3B return. And 2A, which I have told you, 2A and in our return 2A, you match those returns. And 3B, what is the tax liability? It will show everything. What is the tax liability? What we have to pay? What is eligible ITC? 2,22,000. So here I have not to pay any tax. Okay. This GST annual computation 99C. It gives total summary of 99C. But here what we are seeing is in 99C it is very tough there. Here it is just showing figures. But while we are reconcile these all figures, we get many errors while filing 9 and 9C. 9C is just audit report and GST 9 is main to file the return. So every time, my suggestion is while in April, while filing March return, in April month, you just compare your whole input by clicking on this. Whether we have took our input, this much input or not. Whether our sale figures are showing correctly or not. So that while generating 9 and 9C, which we generate after filing the audit reports, mostly in December. Now present it is 31st December to file 9 and 9C returns. So at that time, we will not nowhere remember who is giving that details. Nowhere, if you ask the party whether you have uploaded invoice, he will say I too have to file 9/9C. So we'll talk about this later on. And what will happen is auditor has to give advance remark that those invoices not ours. Yeah, something like that. That will take some time to reconcile and file 9/9C. So that when notice get, party will respond or not. Who knows? And we have to pay tax, penalty, interest 24%, penalty same of the tax amount 100%, and whatever input we have taken, we have to reverse it. Okay, and auditor fees separate. Okay. While setting up the rate, GST rates, what are the rates at what we are purchasing? What are and sale rate? Okay, in some business they purchase jute, it will be some less rate. While selling jute bags, the rate gets GST rates are different. In same way, we have to set up for raw material what is the rate, at what rate we are purchasing, so that it takes automatically everything. Main creation is these columns. If you create these columns, rates column, unit of selection, then you will nowhere get error in filing GSTR 1. Even degree college nowadays, people they are learning tally and somewhat providing help to small business house in filing GSTR returns for minimum amount, and they are getting knowledge of that, and they are using that in a better way, tally in better way for their own source. Q quantity, this is a unique code quantity, whether what code, grams, numbers, pieces, like tablets we have to show in piece, cycles numbers, chairs numbers, gold in grams, copper grams. Our services, nothing is there, only services. Update party GSTN. In this, we can update the party GSTN number. If any errors are there, you can clear. You no need to go back again, search the party name and all. You can search directly here in all items. Where is that party details? Suppose in Sandy Creditors is there. In this, which party? You can so no transaction here. You can alter all the details here and change the party GST number and all. These are the GSTR 1 filing, 1 and 3B filing details. It is very simple, only just creation of data. Main you have to decide what your client require and what they nowadays in big cities they are providing use fees, whose amount per creation of data in better way, so that even their employees can file return with a mouse click. They should not get any error, because in big house they pay lots of money for GSTR practice. who is practicing GST, only GST, you get much fees, and it's a big subject and vast. It is very simple to file GSTR1 return, but after that queries and all those, you get much highly paid. So GST is the best topic to enter with. Hope you all do better in GST. Any queries? My one of the client have almost monthly 3,500 invoices. Suppose you get 3,500 invoice to check all at a time. What you will do? Excel sheet, those all while filing GST, it is not very useful. Only for GSTR1 I am saying. In that Tally, GSTR1 is perfect way. If you get any error, Tally, many software are there in it. They are most of the big house, they are going inbuilt software to find the errors. Most of the nowadays software, they are checking the GST number online. They connect to the portal and connect whether GST number opposite person has given correct GST number or not to make the payments. Before making payment, they check the GST number whether it is valid or not. In earlier periods, many people I have told on shop they have written GST numbers. If you go to metro and all those, you show the GST number, they will allow you. You can raise the bill on that. Many bills have been given like that in earlier days. Now they are not practicing. Before you might be knowing metro and big shopping malls, only B2B transaction they allow there. They will not allow retail transactions. In that case, many people has used those GST numbers. They have given bill. When we go home after 3-4 days, we get message that someone has used our GST number. So better way, use software or filing returns. Okay. So any queries? మీరు చేస్తే అప్పుడు క్వెరీస్ వస్తాయి. చేసా స్టాప్